Ford working in powertrain and had the opportunity to go and study Masters in Product Development. And there I appreciated the larger product development process and realizing how much more to the vehicle there was than just the powertrain. And so I sought out a job in that area, in that field at Ford. And so after about 7 years at Ford in powertrain, I went over to vehicle architecture. If I answer that another way, when I was a 10-year-old little boy, I would draw cars and lay out where the engine was, where the people were, and I'm fortunate enough to be doing that job as a professional. So very lucky, and I think the job found me, I found the job, so I'm very fortunate. How does having the background in powertrain influence the architecture role? I think it's sort of paramount. You have to have some background in how some system within that thing that you're optimizing and working on influences the rest of it. So you get the big picture, but also have that expertise, at a detailed level in one of the facets of the vehicle. Yeah, obviously, going from an ICE vehicle, internal combustion vehicle, to a battery electric is a huge change to the architecture and how you develop it, right? If you think about it in very simple terms, and I'll keep this simple because we could spend 2 hours and have a whiteboard up here and go into a lot of detail, but let's just talk about the energy store, right? In an ICE vehicle, you have a gasoline, you have the tank full of fuel, and that tank is typically plastic, can be blow molded and fit into the vehicle in the remaining space, right? I wouldn't say it's an afterthought, but it can be done very late in the vehicle development process. We usually always find enough space for the fuel we need. When it comes to battery electrics, right, the battery is dictating as much about the car as what the car is. So at a fundamental level, the choice of cells, be them prismatic or cylindrical or pouch, how that's architected into the arrays and then into the full battery, that's going to dictate the wheelbase of the vehicle, the width of the vehicle, ultimately the weight of the vehicle, the frontal area of the vehicle. And so it's a very circular development process, very different than the ICE world was. So at a very early stage, you have to think about what that product is, what the customer wants, how much range do they want, and you're iterating round and round that shipbuilder circle, as we call it, to optimize the vehicle and the battery together. The entire vehicle, you have groups from the studio, the appearance of the vehicle, the attributes like performance or range, vehicle dynamics, and they're all competing. Everybody has their wish list of what they want to be best. But at the end of the day, it has to be a compromise, right? You can't have the and solution for everything. So yes, we spend a lot of time collaborating with those groups, but I think the really beneficial thing that has come out of our relationship with ESTECO and the tools like modeFRONTIER and VOLTA is our ability to take the tools from the experts, right? I'm not an expert in vehicle dynamics, I'm not an expert in range or performance, but I can bring in their tools, I can integrate them into a modeFRONTIER workflow and develop a project that then can express the interaction between all of those competing attributes very clearly to the decision-making team. Oftentimes, running so many design solutions that we've already pre-answered all of the what-if questions. Gives us the ability to quickly find out if we have incompatible program assumptions, right? Do we need to go down a completely different path? And help us ultimately find, that by canvassing the trade space, find that optimal solution, or at least the best path to go down. So that the tools from modeFRONTIER are very important in helping us do that. From the simple question that they come back with, well, Bill, you just forgot to update your trust center settings in Excel, to long duration, months-long projects where they've helped us develop something new and novel. A couple of years ago, they worked with one of my engineers developing a tire turn circle and package tool that integrated tools that we never thought could be automated or manipulated with modeFRONTIER, but working together with the applications team turned into a tool that we use quite often, and it's a great tool for us. Recently, we worked with one of your team to develop a project in VOLTA. It's our first one in VOLTA. We're very excited about what we've been able to pull together and look forward to many more projects in the future. It's a great working relationship, a very collaborative working relationship, and very friendly relationship. I enjoy working with them, and I've been very glad to have them not locally is great, but the global team as well. So thank you.